Hey guys, what's going on? This is Andrew here today, and I'm going to be announcing something here that's going to be a pretty big project that I'm going to be doing on stream. Very excited to get into it, so without further ado, let's just do it. So before I get into it, I'm just going to give kind of a background and a few shoutouts at the same time. So basically, both a Wise Moose and Cyan did a thing called the Guitar Hero Gauntlet, where basically they went through every single Guitar Hero game through its career and played through it all in stream. Basically did one game one day, one game another day, etc. And so a Wise Moose did it on guitar, Cyan did it on bass. So I have to give a shout out to both Cyan Crayon GH and a Wise Moose for inspiration for this idea. And then I also have to give a shout out to my friend CDOP, who is a new Twitch streamer that is starting to make some more content for Clone Hero, because he gave me a lot of motivation to start making content for this game once again, since he's very high energy. He's been a very good friend of mine for years, and it's just really cool to see him around. So I had to give him a shout out in this video as well, because honestly, if it weren't for him, I probably wouldn't be even thinking of doing streams like this. So my idea here is very similar to what Cyan and a Wise Moose did, but I'm basically going to be putting what they did on steroids. So what I'm going to be starting with is playing through the entire GH Gauntlet just like a Wise Moose did on guitar, but I'm going to be doing it across every single platform. So that means PS2, PS3, Wii, Xbox 360, and PC. So every single platform that these games exist on, I'm going to be playing through every single one of them. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm crazy enough to do this. Well, it's because me and Chance of One are very interested in the various different engines that this game provides across each platform, despite these games having the same game title. Because if you're playing on one console versus another, chances are that the engines could be vastly different from each other, just in the way they feel for the way that they were developed. And on top of that, me and Chance are also actively going for a full series, full platform FC. I think he's probably going to beat me to it because he is a much more skilled player, but it's definitely something I have a goal of in the future. So this is a really cool idea for me to kind of go through and experiment and see which port of the games have their best port. So for example, the way that these streams are going to go is first I'm going to start off with GH2 on PS2, and then I'm going to do GH2 on Xbox 360 on another day, and basically compare the two games, say what I like about one over the other, vice versa, and then say which is the definitive port. Then I would go to something like GH3. I would do it on PS2, PS3, Wii, Xbox 360, and PC, and then I would, after doing all 5 of those games, say what I liked about each one as I'm going along, day by day, and then basically doing where I am going to say which one I think is the definitive port. So that's the whole idea for how I'm going to be doing this. I think it's going to be very exciting, and I'm very excited to be going about it. Well, there is one thing I have to be honest about here, because this is pretty much a big thing for the stream. I have been playing the game for 13 years, so I do have a big catalog of FCs, but over the years, my main focus on the Guitar Hero games was on GH3 PC or Clone Hero with custom songs. It's only been within about maybe the past 1 to 2 years that I've had my main focus as console, where I've been trying to improve on that. Currently, my best FC is Holy Wars, so I'm not as good as players like Asai. I'm not as good as players as a Wise Moose. Even Cyan Crayon or Chance of One, I'm not as good as the top console players. There's still a lot of concepts that I'm trying to get better at, such as squeezing, that maybe the bigger console players are more adept to. I'm still learning all this stuff, so you're going to be seeing me try to improve on that in these streams. The goal isn't necessarily for me to get the most FCs possible. It's for me to experiment with the engines and see their limitations on one game versus the same game on the other platform, and kind of just comparing them. So I will say I am not the best Guitar Hero player in the world. I am decent enough at the game to where I can put myself at a professional level, but I'm not as good as players like Asai, for example. So that is one thing to note. That's one thing I have to be completely honest for. And who knows, maybe at the end of this gauntlet where I get through all these games and play it like this, maybe I'll have some improvement on both endurance and maybe just the way that I play console in general, since I'm going to be playing through every single game on every single engine. So that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. Another thing I'm going to point out is I am a full-time college student, so I won't be streaming every single day, which means basically I need to be putting a lot of focus on my assignments on top of doing the GH Gauntlet. So I'm going to have the school work as a priority over this, but I'm still going to try to stream as much as possible to get this done. I'm not expecting the Gauntlet to be done for quite a long time, as I am playing every single game across every single platform on different days, and it's not going to be every single day. So it's one of those things where I know this is something that's going to take a long time, and I know this is going to be a long-term project, but that's kind of why I'm excited to do it, because it gives me more motivation to go start streaming and kind of just having fun and trying to learn how to be a streamer myself. Here's where we get to the juiciness of my announcement, the crazy part of my announcement that who knows if we'll get there, but this is, oh man, if we do get there, this is going to be even more work. So you guys may think I'm out of my mind, and maybe I am, but if I hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers on GHRG during these streams, which, by the way, I'm going to be streaming everything on GHRG, not Andrew's Retro Games. So anyone who is watching this video on Andrew's Retro Games, my link for my Guitar Hero channel is going to be in the description. I may post some videos to Andrew's Retro Games and make different kind of content based off of what I did, but all my streams are going to be done on GHRG. So back to what I was saying, if I reach 1,000 subscribers on GHRG by the end of my original Gauntlet, I will replay every single career on my favorite platform. So say on the when I choose the definitive versions of the games, I will go for, like, example, maybe just Guitar Hero Smash Hits I like the best on Wii. I will play through all of that again on the Wii. Say I liked Warriors of Rock best on PS3. I will play that all the way through on PS3, and I'll do that for every individual Guitar Hero game, and I will include the original series, Guitar Hero 1 and Guitar Hero 80s, that don't have console variants on other platforms, that don't have games on other platforms. I'm also, by the way, guys, including Band Hero and Guitar Hero Live in this, so that's another thing that's crazy. Now, here's an even crazier part. If I hit 2,000 subscribers on GHRG, I will run through the entire Gauntlet the same way I did originally here, but I'm going to do it on bass. So basically do what Cyan did, but on steroids. So this means, by the way, guys, that if I hit 2,000 subscribers, I will do both things. I will be doing both the Guitar Gauntlet over again with just my favorite platforms, and then I'm going to do the entire Gauntlet on every single platform on bass. So this could turn into a long-term project to a really long-term project, which is something I'm really excited for, and I don't know if I want to happen, but hey, if it does, if we grow to that point, I promise I won't break that promise. So since this announcement is going to be posted on both channels, like I said, if you're watching on Andrew's Retro Games, just be sure to go to GHRG to watch all the live streams. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's everything I have to say. I just have to thank Cyan, A Wise Moose, and CDOP again for all the inspiration for a video like this. I'm hoping that I can get this done pretty soon. I'm thinking my first stream is going to be on Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to try and make I'm not going to make a stream schedule because I know I'm probably not going to be able to follow it perfectly depending on how my school schedule is, but I'm going to be trying to basically giving a list of how I'm going to do it day by day. Basically saying, like, I'll put, like, day 1 Guitar Hero 2, PS2, day 2 Guitar Hero 2 Xbox 360. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope to see you guys all in the streams.